My name is Teddy Watkins. I'm a senior. I play wide receiver, and I'm from Washington, Missouri. As a captain, expectations that the coaches have for us are to be the motivators of the team and really, especially lead by example. They want us also to be verbal as well and encourage the younger guys in the team and really take initiative in setting the tone for just the whole season, for practices, for workouts, because they always tell us it is what we make it, and it will be what we want it to be. And so our role, especially as captains, is to set the tone for the season and for the team with regard to practice and workouts, and really bringing that energy and enthusiasm that's going to help us to win a lot of games this season. As a wide receiver, our coaches, especially these last few seasons, have really emphasized wanting us to be holistic receivers, not in the sense of we don't just catch passes, but we want to be active contributors in the run game as well. And so they've really emphasized our blocking techniques over the last couple seasons, and it's a big emphasis for playing wide receiver at Wheaton College, is being a big help and support in the run game, as well as also catching the ball when it's thrown to us. And then as a returner, our coaches really like to emphasize how important special teams are, because if you win the battle of special teams, you're most likely going to win the game. And so we take that very seriously as well. And the biggest emphasis is our ball security, keeping possession of the football when the opportunity comes, and gaining as much yardage and as much ground as we can. We always talk about high ground. We want to out leverage the other team with regard to field position, because that'll put us in the best place to win. That's been a good experience, because I got to do it my sophomore year was the first year, and at least here at Wheaton, and it was a little nerve-wracking. Being all eyes are on the snapper, the holder, and the kicker when you're out there, and you got to get points on the board because every point counts. So sophomore year, that was more nerve-wracking, but the three of us, JD, Scott, and I have been working on it the last 2.5 years, and so we're very comfortable, and we feel very confident when we're out there, and that's been fun. So there's a lot of responsibility, because points are on the line, and you need every point you can get. But it's been a fun job to have. My senior year, I didn't really start to look at Wheaton until halfway through or near the end of my senior season, and I just filled out an online recruiting questionnaire and started to receive mail and would respond to anything that needed a response, and just started talking to the coaches. And when I visited later that winter in January, I was just overwhelmed by the maturity of the young men on the team, and couldn't see myself anywhere else. I wanted to play football at a Christian school, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to play with 100 other Christian guys who, we're not perfect and we don't claim to be, but we love football and we love Jesus Christ, and I felt God was drawing me here for those reasons. The Wheaton football mission trips are unbelievable. Coach Peltz always says, and senior players always say that to the freshmen and the young guys, if you have any opportunity to go, you need to go. Those can be life-changing, and those are life-changing. You get to partner up with former Wheaton football players who are doing God's work on the mission field in foreign countries, and see just the love of Christ on display in these places where He's needed the most in the third world for the poor. And it's been a great experience. Probably my most favorite one was South Africa, my sophomore year. It's a beautiful area, but while we were there, we got to see the contrast of the society there, having recently ended the apartheid, and the effects are still very strong. So it was just very interesting to be caught in that dynamic of that struggle, but to be there serving the poor at this orphanage where we were. Definitely the times, sophomore year when we beat Augie at home late, and also the semifinal run freshman year, that was a blast to be part of. We had a great senior class, great leadership, and there were some exciting games that season, some close games. And all last season, you know, there were about 3 or 4 games where we had to come back from being down at least 2 or 3 possessions, and won games late, and that was very exciting because we could have easily been 6-4. So those are some great memories.